Haha. Yo, what's up, little homies, boys and girls, ladies and gents? Today's topic is about kids talking gang talk, kids walking gang walk. You know what I'm saying? If you really want to walk it, you got to be real, and you can die or do life in the pen. You know what I'm saying? Don't trip. You got this, friend.
Kids talking gang talk, walking gang walk. Kids talking gang talk, walking gang walk. Kids talking gang talk, walking gang walk. Kids talking gang talk, walking gang walk.
I'll be comfortable. It's so good. Hey, everybody. Hello, and welcome to Kids Talk Gang Talk. I'm your host, Sunda Kroonquist. And as we all know about Kids Talk Gang Talk, this is a show that deals with interventions and alternatives to gang violence. Now, crimes committed by youths has reached epidemic proportions. The incidence of gang-related killings have risen by 5 to 6% over the last decade. That's an incredible increase. You know, today's children, they're much more intelligent than ever before, and they have far more opportunities than they have had in the past. So what is it that makes them not care about throwing their lives away? Now, if you ask them, many kids will say they don't care about taking a human life. And they don't. And for most people, that's a scary situation, and it's a sick sign of the times. Now, today you're going to see part one of Repeat Juvenile Offenders. I'm glad to be a host for this show. I just want to note that past studies have shown that when kids are raised in bad environments or in violent homes, they are easily tempted by drugs and gangs. And we can't overlook the fact that a good family life is essential to the growth and development of each and every child. When they are unloved and unsupervised, they become desensitized. Hate and anger become a way of life for them. Now, something's seriously wrong with this picture because this is not the way it should be. It's a possibility that these kids have been hurt and abused to the point where it's going to take a lot of healing for them to overcome these emotions. And whatever it's going to take to turn them around, we all have to find out how to reach them. They deserve a fair chance in this world like any other child. Well, our guest today is a parole agent working with the California Youth Authority and the Gang Services Project. Now, their goal is to bridge the gap between repeat juvenile offenders and education by providing them with available resources. Now, this will all enable them to return to their communities and become productive citizens, keeping in mind that treatment and rehabilitation is top priority and equally important as public safety. We hope these types of interventions can rechannel those negative behaviors and make them positive. Now, when we come back, we will find out how effective these programs are at stopping kids from re-entering the juvenile justice system. But first, we have a performance by our special musical guests, Intense Hustlers. So sit tight, hold on to your seat, and don't miss the beat. Stay tuned.
A slight confrontation. A thug man killed my mic concentration. Yelling out his set.
I'm principal of a new kind of public school. It's open up to 15 hours a day, year-round. It has loads of academic, cultural, and recreational activities. We have medical and dental services right here. Our teachers have more time to teach. Our students are better prepared to learn. There's just one problem. We can't get the kids to go home.
Find out how your school can be more like this one. Call 1-877-LOVE-TO-LEARN.
Let me tell you what you gotta do. This is what you gotta do.
You wanna be making moves on the street. You wanna be making moves on the street.
Listen up, listen up, listen up.
You wanna be making moves on the street. Have no attachments. Allow nothing to be in your life that you cannot walk out on in 30 seconds flat if you spot the heat around the corner.
Tell me why you chose life like this, maybe intense. You ain't even intense. You fucking with niggas that make you flinch. With nothing to lose for the tank and brew. Thinking about the past, you won't last. Every blast was a lash, another black in the bag. Cash moves fast, sleep with a stoley. Snake unloading, quicker slowly when approaching.
Niggas wanna be famous, y'all not heinous. $1 million pages, jumping off stages. Yeah, bitches and cars, mics and scars. Original niggas to Hollywood rental stars. Strangling A&Rs, cut jail bars from the smell of the cobalt. My hands on the vault. Push nothing violent, I cry at the chalk. Can't stay quiet, my gun is still firing.
We deal with dealers, we smoke with killers. Too sick to heal us, cause we West Coast thrillers. We deal with dealers, we smoke
killers, too sick to heal us, cause we West Coast thrillers. We deal with dealers, we smoke with killers, too sick to heal us, cause we West Coast thrillers. We deal with dealers, we smoke with killers, too sick to heal us, cause we West Coast thrillers.
You never get my concept, cause fool I bet you never seen a motherfucker bleed to death. Guilty or innocent, built in an incident. When the hard times hit by far, I'm quick to park my car and get out and carve my name. Stuck in the game, nuts crazy insane. Villains, vandals, building up a scandal. Cancel your camp though, cause y'all can't handle the stance of a natural. Like my money cash though, fill up the bag, cause your life is in my hands. So young black hustlers, motherfuckers stand close. When volcanoes erupt, they burn up the lantos. Enhance those who didn't know the West Coast. It had bars, killers ride tonight, nigga. Intense suffering to the end of my life. Motherfuckers will get sacrificed, fool.
We deal with dealers, we smoke with killers, too sick to heal us, cause we West Coast thrillers. We deal with dealers, we smoke with killers, too sick to heal us, cause we West Coast thrillers. We deal with dealers, we smoke with killers, too sick to heal us, cause we West Coast thrillers. We deal with dealers, we smoke with killers, too sick to heal us, cause we West my Coast niggas bursting thrillers. off the walls in the county, federals up north. I'm a steel waste brew and keep my fat blunt torch. My notch that's stuck, I know y'all sick to the guts. That nigga face lay on the dash of the armored truck. Caps won't spread, nigga, bars are lead. Motherfuckers act like we supposed to be punks instead. I'm a spokesman for the streets, y'all candidates for dead. Behind the walls, suicidal roll call. Break hustlers, watch the scene variate. Torturous like a motherfucker, especially for busters. It's a whole lot of niggas' faces, the dirt's covered. Crime I make, high murders at stake. What's the death toll? However many replicate, sending mags upstate. My niggas made mistakes, like a nickel plates, baking a hot case. Something off in your face. We deal with dealers, we smoke with killers, too sick to heal us, cause we West Coast thrillers. We deal with dealers, we smoke with killers, too sick to heal us, cause we West Coast thrillers. We deal with dealers, we smoke with killers, too sick to heal us, cause we West Coast thrillers. We deal with dealers, we smoke with killers, too sick to heal us, cause we West Coast thrillers. We deal with dealers, we smoke with killers, too sick to heal us, cause we West Coast thrillers. We deal with dealers, we smoke with killers, too sick to heal us, cause we West Coast thrillers. We deal with dealers, we smoke with killers, too sick to heal us, cause we West Coast thrillers. We deal with dealers, we smoke with killers, too sick to heal us, cause we West Coast thrillers. We deal with dealers.
You got this, friend.
Kids talking gang talk, walking gang walk. Kids talking gang talk, walking gang walk.
So deep in the conversation that you have this. Oh, we're back. See that? This is what happens to me when I'm talking. Well, welcome back to Kids Talk Gang Talk. Toke. Again, I'm your host, Sundar Kronquist. I'm not Oprah Winfrey. I'm just pregnant. I just want everybody to know that because I'm feeling very sensitive. But either way, I just want to say that was a great performance by Intense Hustlers. I'm telling you, before this show is over, we're going to talk to them about their music. I want to hear what they have to say about this topic. And they'll also perform another song for us, and I can't wait to hear that one. Anyway, at this time, I want you to meet our next guest. I'm so excited that she's here. She works with the Department of the Youth Authority Gang Services Project, and with great pleasure, I welcome Sylvia Navoa to the show. Sylvia, how are you?
Good, thanks. How are you?
Oh, I'm so glad. I'm so glad you're here. Tell me what you do there.
I'm a parole agent. I've been there for 3 years. It's a great job. I love it. I think that's sort of part of the problem is that I love my job.
That's a good thing. Do you ever feel threatened?
You know, no, not at all. I think at first you're intimidated by what you're working with, you know, with the juveniles, but not no more, not threatened at all.
And what did you do before this?
I worked in the institution for 2 years. I worked at Fred C. Nellis Youth Correctional Facility as a youth correctional counselor.
Do you carry a piece?
Yes.
Okay. I didn't do it. That's all I'm saying. I didn't do it. So they know this in advance, right? She's like Law and Order, yo. Are you messing with Sylvia?
Actually, you know, we're undercover, so most of the time, because of the way I look, they really don't know I'm an agent. So, and I really don't come across as an agent, I don't think. So.
Then how did I know? I'm just obviously. That's so cool. You know, it's you're glamorous and it's a dangerous job. I mean, it is dangerous. No matter what you say, it's dangerous.
Oh, it's very dangerous. We work, my office works with parolees that are released from the institutions. They're coming from all walks of life. It's not someone that you deal with on an everyday basis unless you're doing this type of job or if you live in their neighborhood. It's very interesting, though. I think my job has taught me a lot as far as dealing with the youth. The parolees are great. Some are really bad, and some are really good.
What about the women? These young girls that are all involved. The cholas, cholitas.
Yeah, they're a handful. I always say this to everybody, that I'd rather work with 200 males than 2 females.
Why? Because females get cramps?
Females get cramps. Females have more problems. Females have a lot of more issues in their life that they have to deal with than the males do. The male parolees are dealing with gangs. The girls are dealing with gangs plus everything else that goes along with the gang. And it's very, very hard to work with females.
Can you make an impression on them with the teenage pregnancy problem that's going on?
You try to tell them to be careful because you figure you work with girls that have been locked up for 3-5 years. They're at their peak when they come out and their hormones are going crazy. You try to tell them, take it easy. I've taken them to family planning before so they could have other areas, have different options if they're going to do birth control. I mean, you almost take on a part of a parent trying to put them in the right direction so that they don't have a child when they're 15 or 16 or 17, because not alone are they dealing with just being released back into society, they're also dealing with now trying to bring a child or raise a child when what role model do they have as a parent,
Exactly.
What can they tell their kid?
I better be a good parent because I'll just totally freak out. Now, these 2 gentlemen are with your California Group Authority, right? This is Jumaro Ramirez. Jumaro?
Yeah.
Yeah. And David Chavez.
Yes.
David, how are you?
Fine,
You look petrified. You look like I'm a police officer. How is she? Is she cool to work with?
Yeah, she's fine.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What do you
fair.
think?
Sometimes.
Sometimes. How do you feel? Do you find that it's tougher to talk back to a parole officer who's a woman?
Not necessarily. Maybe to a guy.
Yeah, I mean, you wouldn't get up in her face because she's a lady.
Nah, she's too small.
Oh, she's too small. Now, let me ask you, how has being in the gang services, I'm sure it has helped you, but how has it helped you?
It, pretty much being on parole, just do good or go back to jail.
Right, you don't want to go back to jail.
No, with gang services, they help us out. When I first got out, she, instructed me on where to go because I had been in jail for 5 years.
How old are you, sweetie?
21.
21, okay. Did you kill anyone?
No.
Okay.
But
and they put you in jail that long?
Yeah.
Was it a traffic ticket? California.
No.
You parked in handicap parking. Were you also incarcerated?
Yep.
How many years?
The first time, 5 years. The second time, about 9 months. Then I just got out. Did 5 months and a half on another violation.
Okay, what's your violations, if you don't mind me asking?
Gang association, having ammunition, aiding and abetting carjackers, and all kinds of other stuff.
Really? But you didn't kill anyone?
Nope.
Wow. They're really strict then with this gang thing. The only reason I'm saying that, and don't take it lightly, I look how killers go so quickly. It's so sad.
The Youth Authority, in our unit, we get the offenders that are violent offenders that are either identified in the institution or by their crime as gang members. So we get the hardcore gang members out of our office. And Jumaro and David both were either gang-related offenses or in the institution they did things that were gang-related that they were identified. We provide intense supervision. I see David and Jumaro twice, 3 times, 4 times a month. Case management units, which are other parole offices, see them once every other month. We just provide an intense reentry and intense the whole time they're on parole.
So they fly right.
Pretty much we're very strict. We follow their conditions of parole to a T. We make sure that they know what they can and can't do because they are in a gang unit. That's our biggest thing, that they do not re-involve in gangs, go in their gang area, hang around with gang members.
How do you avoid this? How do you avoid going into gangs? They live, these poor kids.
I think
Their brothers, sisters. I mean, this gang thing is really a problem.
Yeah,
How do you avoid it?
What we do is that we talk a lot about their gang problem and their gang issues, and because it's funny, the friends that they haven't talked to in 5 years that they've been in, once they get out, they're calling them at home and they want to see what's going on with them, and it's to try to talk to them, to try to help them not to go back into that lifestyle.
Right.
To give them a different aspect, go to school. Our office, we do community service out of our office that's mandated by the state. They're given conditions of parole that they must complete, a drug program, all different kinds of programs, drugs, victims awareness, gang awareness, and they do that so that they can have different avenues so that they can prevent going back to it. Humaro is a good example of going back to it. When he first got out, you can tell he wanted to do good, but you could tell there was a side that still wasn't there.
That's their family.
And that's it's who they grew up with. And him and I used to have long conversations about, gotta stay, they're not gonna do anything for you, but it's not until they go back and then they come out and they go back that, hopefully it teaches them, or at least gives them a different aspect. Humaro was just telling us out in the green room that a friend of his that he got violated for last time just called him and
trying to get you in trouble.
I don't know what he was trying to do. I was asleep.
You were asleep, right? Look, he's on television talking about I was asleep. I had nothing to do with it. Did you ever think of moving out of the state or the country to get away from these people?
I don't live in my neighborhood. I live somewhere else.
Okay, good. So how do they find you?
I mean, everybody knows who I am.
Really? Can I have an autograph? I'm sorry. And you're also expecting, is that right?
Yep.
Now, you were in jail, so how'd you get her pregnant? She made a visit?
Nah. Before I got busted, this time I only did 5 months and a half.
Oh, that's good.
So when I got busted, she was about a month and a half, a month.
Okay. So this is her second?
No, this is her
This
first.
is a different woman's second child?
Yep.
Okay. I don't mean to pry, but that's my job. So how does she feel about the first one? I mean, do they know each other? Are they both?
Nah, they don't know each other. She's
okay.
See, that other girl doesn't let me go around or nothing, though. So, I mean...
Okay, now you live with her? Do you live at home?
No.
The second one?
The second one?
Yeah.
She's Angie. She lives with me.
Oh, she lives with you. Okay.
Yes.
And you're looking forward to this?
Yep.
And how old is your first?
About a year.
Okay. What about you? No children?
No.
No, not yet? Good. That's good. I'm looking for my baby's father. Can you help me? Please help me. How much time do I have? I'm mixed up on signals here. You can tell me. We're all friends here. 1 minute? 1 minute? Okay. That's enough time for a quick date. Now, how are you going to keep, I mean, what do you say to your children? You have kids coming up now. You don't want them to be gang related. You don't want them involved in this. How do you make them fly straight? Fly right?
I think it's a matter of choice. I think the more you tell them, the more they're going to do it.
Is that what happened to you?
To me, it did. The more they told me, it made me do it even more.
But it had to be fun at one point, then it turned into...
Oh, it was always fun.
It was always fun, and then it turns into something bad.
Yep.
Did you see anyone killed?
Yep.
How were they killed?
Gunshots.
Right in front of you?
Well, not in front of me, but across the street. Stuff like that. People from the neighborhood.
What about drive-bys?
They're kind of common. Well, they were common, not no more.
What do you think has made that cease? What do you think has slowed that?
To be truthful, I don't know, because...
The police couldn't do anything?
I mean, they could try to, but I mean, nowadays people shoot at the police too.
Oh, how awful. Isn't it? You can't have any protection? You look petrified. She has the peace. I don't have the peace. Okay, and have you ever seen anyone murdered in front of you?
I've seen drive-bys in front of me, not murder.
That's crazy. Just they just drive by and shoot, like, for no reason.
Yeah, I mean, that's the way it is with gang members, you know. Sometimes you're the one getting shot at, sometimes you're the one shooting.
What about this colors issue?
Is that we don't have colors. With
the Spanish gangs, it's not the color issue. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean by colors, like the blue, the green, the whatever. So that's only in the black neighborhoods?
Pretty much.
All right. Well, I guess you're trying to tell me to wrap it up. But we're going to come back, and we have a lot more to talk about on Kids Talk, Gang Talk. Stay tuned. Stay tuned. She's got a piece.
Today I had a slight confrontation. A thug man killed my mic concentration.
Hello, my name is Estelle Ward, and I'd like to speak to someone about my daughter Ruth's financial aid. Hello, yes, I'm Ruth Ward's mom, and I was hoping the university might reconsider. She got good grades. Hello, I'm Ruth Ward's mother. And I'd like to speak to someone about my daughter's financial aid.
Are you here to play hockey? Because I'm not here to coach a bunch of cheerleaders. I need men who hit and hit hard. I don't ever want to see one of my players back down from a fight. I
want to see blood out there. Either take it like a man or take a seat on the bench. Is that clear?
As adults, we need to be careful about the lessons we teach.
One day these rats were playing in the woods.
One of some matches and that's no good.
Listen to smoke before you give it a try.
Only you.
Don't play with matches. Don't play with fire. Cause there's nothing very funny about 3,000. Nothing very nice on a homeless mind. So if a gorgeous force is what you desire, don't play with matches. Don't play with fire.
Only you can prevent forest fires.
Fire.
Okay, ready? Unzip my point. 2-zip my point. Yes. 3-zip.
There is a better way to have fun with history. Visit americaslibrary.gov. Log on, play around, learn something.
5-zip. Your serve.
To be a mentor, you don't have to have all the answers.
Interesting. You hungry?
Yeah.
You just have to be yourself, which, by the way, is pretty good. Do good. Mentor a child. Call 1-877-BE-A-MENTOR.
To change the world, you don't have to be rich or famous or play ball or lead countries. All you have to do is tell your family you want to be an organ donor. Talk to your family about organ donation. Talk to your family about donating life.
Kids talking gang talk. Walking gang walk. Kids talking gang talk. Walking gang walk. Kids talking.
Welcome to Kids Talk Gang Talk. We only have a few minutes left, and I just wanted to ask you two questions real quick before we get to the intense hustlers over here. David and Humar, what were you incarcerated for? You start.
I was incarcerated for attempted murder,
Mhm.
for 2 counts of attempted murder, and I spent 5 years in custody, and now I have 4 more years left on parole.
Okay, how is this, with a gun or with a knife?
With a gun.
With a gun.
Yes.
Okay, did you hurt anyone?
No.
Do you know how to shoot a gun?
Nah.
Okay. And you?
I was committed to youth authority for discharging a firearm on a police officer.
Okay, and they let you go. Did you hit him?
No, he hit me.
Oh, where is it?
The bullets?
Yeah.
In my stomach.
It's still there?
Nah.
Oh, it's all out.
Yep.
Well, I hope you guys cleaned up your act and you're not going to do that anymore, right? You're not going to, like, get me outside and say, you did a horrible interview. We didn't like it. What'd you think about the Intense Hustlers? We had you on the show. You had some rap stars. What'd you think? You loved this. They would tell me how much they liked the song.
Yeah.
This is the Intense Hustlers. You mic'd? You got your mic? You know how to hold a mic, right?
Yeah, I know how to hold
What's your name? Tell us. Come on, move up. We got a few minutes.
You know, Young Ellie G.
You know.
Loaster.
And Melosta?
Exactly.
What is that,
Intense
like
Hustlers.
molester, but like...
Loaster.
Oh,
L-O-E-S-T-A. Exactly.
Okay, Loaster. All
Yeah,
right.
It used to be Low, but now it's Loaster.
Okay.
Yeah, we just hooked up a little collabo, Intense Hustlers, you know, but me and Cash is Young Legends together, you know.
Oh, that's right. So you guys are gangster rappers, they say?
No. I guess if they want to say that, no. we just consider ourselves hardcore, though. I consider myself a realist, you know. We realists, we stylists, you know.
Right,
That's what I
right.
consider myself.
And you've never been incarcerated, either one of you? I just thought I would pull that out of nowhere.
Nah.
Where'd you get the name Intense Hustlers?
Well, Rhythm D, our producer. Oh, Rhythm D, our producer, gave us the name. You know, we all hooked up together. They had a group. They had an album out on
the Substitute soundtrack, a song called what was it? Licorice Sticks.
Licorice Sticks.
Yeah. So
Licorice,
Rhythm D,
that's interesting.
he did Compton City G's with Easy-E or whatever, you know. So he's our producer. He gave us the name.
Exactly.
All right, and what rap group influenced you?
Ooh, I had it's a lot.
Yeah, a
From
million
it's
of
not
them.
just rap. It's R&B too. You know?
Right.
I had Stevie Wonder, the EPMD, the Ice Cube, the NWA, the list goes on. You know, I could.
And you guys like rap too, right? Do they have like Spanish rap?
No, I know.
They don't? Ricky Martin's
I
missing,
heard
huh?
I heard of it. I heard a lot of it.
You like Ricky Martin?
Nah, hell no.
I love her. I think she's
I heard
fierce.
a lot of it.
That was a jokey joke. You can laugh at that.
You
That's
know.
okay. Bring the mic up. You're just afraid because it looks funny. You're thinking that you don't want to
I'm
get
just
that
kicking.
close to the mic. Is that what it
Just
is?
kidding.
Let me ask you this quickly to all of you. Do you think that rap, influences kids today? This gangster rap stuff makes them want to be cholos, go out there?
Well, it has something to do with it, I think. You know, I think if you're going through some bad times, you might hear a song that spark you, you know, you might be ready to do something.
All right, is this a rap already? Is that what she's saying? Rap. Oh, well. You?
I'm lost.
No, what do you
Say
think?
again?
It influences the kids?
It can.
Okay, have you
It
been
can.
influenced by
Somebody
rap or no? It was just your own?
Okay.
I don't listen to rap.
No? Listen, guys, I'm so thrilled to meet all of you. We gotta have you two guys back on. We're gonna have you two guys back on. By that time, I will have my kid. Do I look pregnant? Or
Not
just-
really.
Not
I
really?
didn't even know you were pregnant.
You didn't?
Uh-uh.
I thought you were gonna be my baby father. All right, guys. This is the show. We're all wrapped up. I'm gonna see you guys next time, and I'll be a mom, and I'll make sure that we have a lot more to talk about and a lot more fun. And I hope to see you guys really soon. And I think you're gonna close with another song, if I'm not mistaken. What's it called?
Yeah, it's called Can't Get Enough of L.A.
Can't Get Enough of L.A.
Yeah.
You gotta look at me.
Can't get enough.
And that's a okay. Well, is there really such a thing as a bad kid, or do we just have kids doing some bad things? In order to change the undesirable behavior of a child, we must first start by changing the way that child thinks. And many kids today are suffering from a lot of hurt and pain that's being expressed in the form of anger. There's other ways to deal with this, like locking them up, throwing away the key. But you know what? Let's all get together and make things happen. And that's what Kids Talk Gang Talk is all about. Always come back and always stay tuned to Kids Talk Gang Talk. My name is Sundar Kroonquist, your host. Thank you so much, and good night, everybody.
Where you from, fool? Y'all can credit our street name. Hustlers in the heat of the rain. In LA, y'all can pop, lock, shoot, or drop. Go club it, bite my interior, bitch, stop. Full of G's and cops, petrol or not. The bomb is weed, we got heavy chains and gunshots. Niggas in Escalades or on the bus stops. From overcast, the sun's hitting my glass. Gutters and pavement, dollar signs of cash. Hit the lanes, barbecues the green grass. High grade, Los Angeles big names. Tightest cars and bracelets, hoes and nut stains. Picnics and pool halls, where's the alcohol? West strollers, mixing E and J and cola. True smoke blowers, foods can't load up. It take nuts and balls. We behind the walls, no street scent. Los Angeles made hit. Where the G's play.